The following stories are inspired by documented paranormal encounters. Some locations and identities may have been changed to protect the people involved. These stories may be disturbing for younger audiences, and listener discretion is advised. This podcast is based on true events.
Hi, I'm Brandon, he, him.
Hi, I'm Dalia, she, they.
Hey, I'm B, she, they.
And this podcast is based on true events. Well, how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet, because for us, it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
But for you guys, it was 2 days ago.
Wait, that's not right.
3 days ago. What are you guys' plans for Thanksgiving? Obviously, me and Dolly have the exact same ones, but so this is mainly a question for B.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to my grandmother-in-law's house, getting high and pigging out.
Hell yeah. You just got one this year?
Yeah. Yeah, my side of the family doesn't invite me to Thanksgiving anymore.
Oh, no. So we usually have two. Like, we have my mom's side of the family, and we have my stepmom's side of the family. So, like, you know, with my dad and them. But this year, they put it too close together. Mom's is at 1 at Grandma's in Warsaw. And they were like, yeah, ours is going to be at noon. And we were like, we cannot make that. Oops. It is an hour drive, and Dalia is already down to make the mac and cheese. So we can't. Also, it's my mom's birthday.
For 48 people.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. In a double wide trailer. It's going to be fun.
Damn.
For sure. Yeah.
I love a good redneck mansion.
It's crazy. Yeah. No, they're fun usually. They're fun. They're fun times. They're times.
Everybody seemed to like my mac and cheese last year, so I'm the
Well,
designated.
it was gone when we left, so.
Well, there's a lot of people, but I'm the designated mac and cheese girly now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm the first one that hasn't brought Velveeta, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. But no, yeah. So we got that. I'm blanking.
On Saturday.
No, I was gonna say something else. I just can't remember. Either way, so we have that one. We can't make it to my stepmom's Thanksgiving. However, we found out from my dad that this upcoming Saturday, the day before this comes out, my Aunt Ann and my Uncle Fred are having Thanksgiving. Where they are in Indiana, and they're some family that Dalia actually hasn't met yet, even though we're already married. So that'll be fun. Hey guys, this is my wife.
If it makes you feel any better, I've been with my husband almost 9 years, and I still have family he has not met.
Crazy.
Well, you haven't met most of my family, arguably, and for a good reason.
Yeah, so like that's fair. No, so we're doing that on Saturday, which we were originally going to do a game night, and then everybody got busy. Mm-hmm. So
life happened.
It turned out okay.
Doing that.
Yeah, okay. I guess this worked out fine then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Thanksgiving talk is done. I like Thanksgiving for like the family and the eatery aspects, but I like that I get off work. I don't like the reason for the season, really, like the origin and everything. So
I don't say this proudly.
Sure.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday,
Mm-hmm.
but it's my favorite holiday because it's the only holiday where you get to sit down with your family and enjoy a meal, and there's no pressure of presents or making each other happy or yada yada yada. I mean, obviously the reason for Thanksgiving is bullshit.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
but
I also agree with your take on that.
I
like seeing my family eating.
Yeah. There's
it's a great
food
night.
is love, and being able to just sit and share that meal with the people you love is really important to me, and it's the one day a year that I actually get to do it. So
I like that people get sentimental during it too, and they get all thankful, and I'm like, we should do this more often.
We
should be more thankful more often, like on the daily basis if we can.
Mm-hmm.
We don't always have the fucking spoons to be like, I am thankful, but I think it would be nice, and the perspective would really change and shift for us if we were able to do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, but anyway, Thanksgiving talk concluded. Vibe check. How are we doing today? I'll go last, because I got some shit to say.
I'm big chillin'. It's nothing exciting happened today. My kids are out of school. It's ain't shit happened today.
Cool.
And I'm happy. I'm here. I'm content.
Cool.
Ready
Dalia?
to go.
Cozy.
Cozy?
My puts are cold, but I'm cozy.
Your puts?
Yeah, my puts. And
For those of you who are not in the know, because B had to ask right before recording.
my
That means
feet. My feet are cozy.
Yeah.
Pete's.
Puts,
They're
Pete's.
Pete's.
Yeah, my puts
Pete's are cold.
But yeah, so Friday I do have to work, and I'm a little peeved about that.
That's
But
fair.
Other than that, I'm cool.
That sucks. I don't have to work. However, that's a thank you, by the way. Is that
That's fine.
all right? Cool, because that segues right into mine. I have an ultrasound of my liver on Friday,
Oh!
so I finally started going back to the doctor, and they were like, "You're borderline diabetic,
Damn.
type 2," and so they're like, "We'll get you on metformin." So I'm on metformin now. It messed with my stomach a little bit the first day, and I've been good ever since. So there's that.
Hell yeah.
I really just wish I knew if it was working and like how well it was working. You know what I mean?
Takes
Right.
time.
I know, and I
Yeah.
wish I just wish I knew. But they also had some like weird readings for my liver, and so I have an ultrasound scheduled for that. Yeah, so that's fun. They've ruled out a lot of things. Like they even did some blood work for hepatitis. She was like, "I don't think this is what it is, but just to be thorough." But that's fine. My iron levels are fine. I'm all good. So hopefully it's just a fatty liver, because that's doable.
Yeah,
That's just like a diet change. I think.
Yeah. Which like
We already have to do.
I already have to have like a diet change, which I have I have a specific relationship with food anyway. I really love what I love, and I do not want to change that. However, I do want to be here for as long as I possibly can.
Right.
You don't want to be diabetic because then
I
that's
don't wanna
going
be
to
diabetic,
cost a lot of
yeah.
money, and it's going to be a lot of life changes.
Yes, for sure. It's gonna be
You'll
even
have
more.
no choice but to change your
No,
diet
yeah.
at that point.
Right. So I have been doing better. We have plans on what to do. I'm going to be switching to... first of all, I'm going to be reducing the amount of soda I drink. And I'm going to start drinking like 0 sodas as well.
Hell yeah.
At work. It was actually really, really nice. So at work, they give us like, free Gatorade and stuff like that. And they have like sodas in the fridge. And they're like, these are just for you. You guys can just have these. I stopped drinking them there because I would have 2 a day, and that's not good for me. So, so I've been lowering it to like 1 a day.
And the
At
next shopping
most.
trip, we're going to get 0.
Yes, and we're gonna get 0s to replace the regular. So there's that as well.
Hell yeah.
But at work, when I was telling them about all this, like the very next day, my friend Quentin, a coworker of mine, he was like, "We got approved to go do a drink run," and then we went and got all drinks that was like 0 calories, and not calories, but like 0 sugars and all that. I was told that what my doctor said basically is a lot of people tell you to, like, when they say reduce your sugars, they think, oh, like candy and stuff. But really what you got to look out for is the carbs, because that turns into sugar.
Yep.
And all of those have like 1 carb in the entire drink. And I'm like, this is great.
Yep.
I love this. This makes me feel a lot better at
My
least.
family's full of diabetics. Boy, do I know.
Well, both my mom and my grandma are and have been for a while, and I'm not sure they even do anything about it.
It's uncontrolled
It's
diabetes.
very uncontrolled.
Yeah.
At the very least, my mom is very uncontrolled. I know that. But, so I kind of knew, I kind of had a feeling going in. I was like, this is probably what's going to happen. But yeah, so we're doing that. That's great. We also have a vet appointment scheduled for our cat Mooney. I've been really worried about her. But yeah. So it's been rough waves, kind of. Not like really bad times.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
But a little bit rocky.
But definitely rocky, yeah. Like, I have not been in the best mindset in the past couple weeks. That's just being real. I could show up here and be like, yeah, been great, but I have not. This has been the highlight of my week so far, and I actually have been really looking forward to seeing, like, you and doing this with you guys. I do love hanging out like this and just yapping about ghosts and things.
That's gay, Brandon.
Good. Good. I'd be offended if it wasn't.
I'm gay. I'm allowed to say that.
I was gonna say non-derogatory.
Derogatory.
We're all gay in this room.
Not a straight person in this house.
The only thing straight is my bush.
Did you flat iron that shit? What?
No, I have a straight bush.
What do you mean by
Brandon, don't ask for details on B's bush.
that? No. I'm just...
My pubes are straight. They're not curly. They're straight.
I'm picturing... Okay, so I'm sorry, but I'm picturing my hair just... whoosh, like...
Yeah, but not as... That's a lot sparser for me, but yeah. Yeah. I have straight bush.
I hope there's a section on Spotify for this just called B's pubes.
B's bush.
Hi, I'm B, and I suffer from straight bush.
I suffer from flat iron bush.
Listen, sometimes you could braid it.
Girls' night.
Where's the coochie barber at when you need him?
Oh, B, I appreciate that emotion flip.
I got you.
However, we may be getting back to the low with our stories today.
Is as our jobs here.
Is as our jobs.
Is
yes.
as our jobs.
Okay, so are you guys ready for my first story today? I only have one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, what is the name of this? Okay, cool. So, if you've ever experienced moving before, you know that it involves a lot of stress, a lot of excitement, and a lot of unforeseen things happening. For instance, when me and Dalia moved, our entire AC went out, and we had to get completely replaced because there were no, like, replacement parts for it. It was that old, so we just had to replace the whole fucking AC.
And take a loan for it.
And take a loan for it that we're still paying off, yeah.
I went to a different elementary school for every single year of elementary.
That's insane.
I know what it means to move a lot.
Fair. Sometimes it can be common for the previous tenants to leave something behind, almost like a memento to the house itself. But what if these objects left behind, or what if they leave behind, rather, more than just memories in your home? As told by the show Evil Things, I give you the story, The Tapes in the Attic. November 2005, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tori and her husband James had just moved to the Midwest. Overall, they liked their new home, but Tori was having a hard time being so far away from her family. The house had this big and spacious attic, and James promised to get it renovated into a proper room so that Tori's parents had somewhere to stay when they visited. One day, as James is working on the attic, he notices something odd about the room. Someone had built a wall a few feet from the exterior wall of the house. No door, just a wall. Like it was very obvious that there was a space behind it. James thought that this was space they would be able to use, so he started tearing it down. Behind the wall, James finds a bunch of old boxes just stacked up. He originally thinks they might just be filled with old clothes from the past owner, but upon opening them, he finds that the boxes are instead filled with old VHS tapes, dozens of them, all labeled on the spine with dates. This obviously confuses James. He knows that there was like an older couple that lived there before them, but why would they want to hide old tapes like this? Going downstairs later, Tori tells him about a weird thing that happened to her while he was upstairs. As she was cooking dinner, she noticed that the big window that sat behind the kitchen sink suddenly had a giant series of branching cracks going all throughout it. She couldn't explain it either. It was like one moment the window was fine, and then she turned around, and just like that, no sound, no explanation, they were there. They end up writing off both the crack and the hidden tapes. Maybe the window was just old glass, maybe the tapes were just old episodes of Magnum P.I., right? Either way, Tori thought it was gross keeping what was possibly some family's old home videos, so she decided to throw them out. That night, for the first time in his life, he says at least, James has a hard time sleeping. He just can't stop thinking about what might be on those tapes. So, he decides to go dig the tapes back out of the trash. he finds an old VCR player, of theirs in a junk box they had stored away and sets it up in the attic so that Tori wouldn't know what he was doing. He then picks a tape at random and puts it in the VCR player. What he sees puzzles and unsettles him a little. The recording looked like it was being filmed from outside at night. Not only that, it also looked like whoever was filming was doing it from behind some sort of foliage. The camera focused in on a lit window to a house, revealing a woman brushing her hair and looking like she was getting ready for bed. James says that he knows he should have stopped watching that moment when he realized someone was being watched on the tapes, but he felt like for some reason he just couldn't look away. James watched that tape for over 3 hours before saying that he needed to go to bed. The next morning, Tori woke up in bed alone. This struck her as odd because James had never been a morning person before, and she couldn't remember a time where he had ever woken up before her. As she was getting up, James entered the room and, when asked why he was up so early, gave some excuse about working on some attic stuff and wanting to get it done in time for Thanksgiving when her parents visited. But Tori felt like there was something weird with the way that he was acting. A couple days later, Tori and James were relaxing in the new house's large bathtub together. They had this thing where once a week they would try to make time for each other with no phones, no work talk, just the two of them. During their couple time, James mentions doing more work up in the attic before bed. Tori noted that he had started acting a bit odd and distant at this point, but chalked it up to the stress of the move. As Tori slept that night, James watched the tapes. James said that he spent every moment he could watching those tapes, even though nothing much ever really happened in them. He felt like he just needed to watch more, almost like it was an addiction. With every tape, it was almost like the one filming would get closer and closer to the one he was basically stalking, filming. As James watched, he was suddenly jolted into a panic by the sound of Tori screaming from downstairs. Rushing down to Tori, she tells James that she thinks someone might be in the house with them. Tori said she had woken up by the feeling of somebody touching her face, and when she sat up, she watched a woman in a dark dress exit their room. James grabs a bat and checks the whole house but finds nobody. The doors and windows are all still locked, the alarm is still on. There's no way someone could have gotten into their house without them knowing it. But the next day, Tori is trying to convince herself that she had just been seeing things. She didn't have her contacts in after all. Maybe her still sleepy brain had been playing tricks on her. Tori also had questions for James that morning. Where exactly was he last night? She didn't remember him coming to bed at all. James lies and says that he had fallen asleep on the couch, continuing to keep the tapes a secret from his wife. And to make matters worse, James's boss wanted him to do a dinner thing with a client that upcoming night. And while Tori said that it was okay, she immediately regretted that. So, there she was, alone in the house once more, looking for a job and just trying to keep herself busy. But no matter how hard she tries, she can't get her mind off of what she had seen the night before, and off of just how strange James had been acting since they moved in. Later that night, Tori falls asleep on the couch waiting for James to get home. Upon arriving home and seeing Tori asleep on the couch, James once again decides to watch the tapes in the attic. James says that he doesn't want to make excuses, but he really did feel like he wasn't in control of himself. It was like something was compelling him to watch those tapes, like he was possessed. The tape was different this night. James watched as a person filming set the camera down, took their shoes off, and after fiddling with the back door of the house he had been filming before, slowly opened it. The person had picked the lock. James starts to feel the most uncomfortable he's felt yet while watching those tapes, but yet he still can't seem to look away. He watches as the one behind the camera snuck into the woman's room. His step makes a floorboard creak. She bolts upright in bed. As the camera turns away, he hears a scream as the tape ends. Tori doesn't know what had woken her up, but when she woke up in her dark living room, she noticed that the room was unnaturally cold. She stands, and looking around, she sees the glass on her back door covered in cracks. The same kind as the window from before. Suddenly, she feels the ice-cold grip of 2 hands grab her ankles. She falls forward hard as she feels them drag her across the room. After this, she just sat there where she was, frozen for what seemed like an hour. She had no clue what to do. That night, the police showed up to take the tapes in for investigation at James' request. All 5 boxes of tapes were each the same, just with a different woman every time. Tori and James find out that the old couple who owned their house previously apparently had a boarder some years ago who was currently in prison for armed robbery. He was scheduled to get out in a year. But these tapes gave investigators the evidence to make sure that he didn't. The boarder who once made the tapes was convicted of 4 counts of first-degree murder and is now serving 2 life sentences. However, he continues to deny any memory of the crime. Tori and James are now divorced and have both left the house, not having any more paranormal experiences since that night. And that is my story.
Did they divorce because of what happened? Did he change so much? Did they
I
say?
can only imagine the way he was keeping this a secret from her. That's a lot of trust gone. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and why is that something that you would choose to keep secret?
for real.
If I found some weird ass random tapes in my house, yeah, I want to watch it because I'm nosy.
Right.
But I'm gonna grab my husband, like, hey, come watch these with me. Let's see what it is.
The problem is she felt uncomfortable. She was like, "We're throwing these away," and
He went behind her back.
he went behind her back, got him out, set up a whole elaborate thing so that she wouldn't find out he was watching these. And it's like, my guy, you could have just said, I actually do, I want to watch these, actually. I'm curious. I'm nosy. You could just admit that.
Communicate.
Yeah, so, like, really, there could be a lot of reasons for this divorce. A big one, probably communication. But also, I fully believe that keeping something, especially something that didn't really need to be kept secret, this big of a secret for that long, of course that's gonna, like, make a rift. That's something, like, I don't know. That's gonna be hard to get over. You know? Mm-hmm. Any more thoughts? Like, what do you guys think of this? I say any more as if, like, we didn't just end it.
I have a question.
Sure.
What's a boarder?
Someone who's staying in your house, like, boarding with you. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Like a tenant almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, yeah. So, presumably, he had these tapes. Whether he filmed them while he was there, we don't know. And walled them up in a house. Which, like, I wonder if... Because they said it was an old couple. I wonder if they ever went up there. Because I feel like I would notice just a new wall.
Maybe he was living in the attic.
Yeah, he was living there. Like, boarding there is what I'm thinking.
So they wouldn't go up to his room and, you know what I mean?
True, but what about after he left?
Oh, I have no idea.
You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why they're renting it out, because they just don't go up there.
Could be, yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities.
And they were old. Like, how many older people go up into their attic? You know what I mean?
Right. Initially, sorry, complete gear shift here.
Sure.
Initially, when he got the tapes out of the trash, I was like, oh no, you fucking dumbass, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, he solved
He kind of helped.
some cases,
Yeah.
multiple cases, kept somebody locked up that needed to stay locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like curiosity didn't kill the cat, it just killed the marriage. You know what I mean?
Right. No, so that is my biggest problem. It's like, it has nothing... I have no issue with him wanting to watch those tapes. Obviously, I feel like something was tied to those tapes. Like, maybe the woman murdered in those tapes. Like, because something was...
Women.
Huh?
One of the women. He
One
said
of
there
them
were
at the
multiple.
very least, yeah. Because something was messing with Tori, for sure. Mm-hmm. Like...
Maybe it's just negativity as well. Like,
I can't imagine... Oh, man. Because for her, she got a couple things... There was a couple things of, like, paranormal activity, but they were, like, kind of extreme for being the only things experienced.
Yeah.
Like, seeing an apparition and then being dragged across the floor by your ankles, like, that's... Ugh.
Pissing myself.
Yeah.
What?
Moving
Yeah.
out.
Like, the
Not
window
doing it.
alone, it's like, come on, man. I just got this place.
Mm-hmm. And then the door.
Yeah, and the
Yep,
door.
And the door.
Mm-hmm. I'd be like, okay, that's too much. That's not, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would think, knowing me, I would think somebody was trying to, like, break in.
Yeah. No, yeah. Absolutely.
So, but yeah, and, like, initially what I say when I mean, like, I initially thought, like, oh, dumbass, when you went to go get the tapes, is because I watched too many scary movies.
That's fair. No,
Yeah, that's
real.
Have you seen Sinister? Because
Yep.
that's
Of course.
how Sinister starts.
What's crazy is, so this would... It's not often I hear a paranormal story on one of these shows that involves, like, people finding tapes in their new home. But it's weird that it happened twice, because I'd have 2 nickels.
Yeah.
Because there's another one I remember hearing about, and, like, obviously it's not the same story, like, different stuff happens. I would love to get that one in here in, like, not even, like, a far future episode, just to see, like, cover both the tape stories that I know of.
Yeah.
Watch there be more. How often are people finding tapes and...
I'm going to start looking up tape stories on the internet, too.
Insane. Like...
VHS tapes.
Well, yeah. Any more on that? I know it was a little bit shorter of a one-story one, but, like, you know,
That's
pretty
fine.
concise, I thought.
Yeah,
That was a good story.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, what do you guys think, though? You good for pictures, or...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, if I can find our group chat, why is it not appearing first thing? Here it is. So, the only pictures I got 3 pictures for you. The only pictures I could get for this one were from the show itself. The way, as we say in, like, the intro to this podcast, names and, you know, some details may be changed to protect anonymity and stuff like that. They went as far as Evil Things goes as far sometimes to, like, not even show the real people. They use actors, like, portraying them to tell their story. Which, like, honestly, sure, I think it gives another barrier for skeptics to get through, to be like, well, but I think if you have a really scary thing that happened and you don't want your name tied to it, that's a great way to do it.
And you don't want to relive it by sitting on camera and
Yeah,
talking
for
about
sure.
it.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, so anyway, this first one I got is from the show. This is what the box of tapes were depicted as when they first appeared. Like when they were first shown. So just box of tapes, a creepy attic, marked with a date.
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. Pretty simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this next one is of the crack in the window of, like, around the same time he found the tapes, really. Which, that's crazy. Like, imagine, like, I'm thinking, like, this had to have happened, like, at the same time he opened up the tapes, right? It's like it was releasing something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this energy.
It's possible.
But I'm sending this now. This is what this crack looked like. Like, these cracks looked like.
Oh, wow.
Like, just extremely, like, branching and
Like lightning.
spiderwebby. Yeah, like lightning. It does look like that. And then the final picture I have for you guys. So the only way to really explain this, it's like, it's the moment she was woken up, like she felt somebody touching her head. This is what that was depicted as, right? So here you go. I'm sending that now. For those of you who can't see, first of all, you can go to our Instagram or watch this podcast on YouTube. We put the pictures there.
Or
but
Facebook.
also, yes, Facebook, all our socials, that's where these pictures are. But it is the woman sleeping and just this creepy looking hand
It's like caressing her.
caressing her face, yeah.
Ew. Get off me, Mimo.
Like, I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
What a rude awakening, too.
Don't touch me.
And as somebody who wears glasses, that is kind of at least it was for a period of my life, kind of a fear of mine of waking up and just seeing something that I can't fully see because I have impaired vision, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's creepy. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Any more thoughts on that? That's it. That's my story today.
I'm good.
Okay.
I was already, big cozy and B's over here yawning.
Sorry.
I mean, to be fair, it is, 7 o'clock at night on Wednesday, so... For those of you who couldn't tell, I was mocking her as she was yawning.
And I flipped him off.
Yeah. Well, Dalia, how many stories do you have for us today?
I have one story for this episode.
One story.
One story. And, well, I'll just tell you now.
Yeah,
So,
tell us. That's why we're here.
This allegedly true encounter from yourghoststories.com is a two-parter that I will just be smooshing together.
Really? Okay.
For this set of stories, I do want to give a trigger warning as it does involve the murder of a transgender individual. But I will go ahead and spoil it for the sake of the warning. According to OP, the murder was not because they were transgender.
Okay.
Just wanted to cover all my bases here.
Right.
So let's get into it. The title, Not All Roads Are Empty, by Bread Butter Sammy.
Delicious.
Date posted was April 16th of this year from the country of India.
Ooh.
And the paranormal category is haunted places.
Fun fact real quick. Do you know we have exactly one stream of our podcast in India on Spotify?
I did not.
That's
Isn't that
fun.
crazy? We also have exactly one in Indonesia.
That's
Ooh.
cool. Hi, guys.
Hello.
I hope you're still watching.
Me too. It was
Watching?
one single stream. We
Listening.
have two. Sorry. We have. While I'm here, we also have 2 in Germany,
Ooh.
5 in Canada, and then the rest are in the United States. So hey guys,
Mr. Worldwide.
come back. All right. Sorry. Now you can continue.
Can I?
You can.
You may.
I promise.
Okay. So, this happened when I was a teenager. On a cold November night, we had guests over for dinner, and after dessert, they left. A few minutes later, my mom noticed my father's friend had forgotten his phone and power bank. She called his wife, and they said they weren't far and would return soon. But my dad told them to wait. He'd send me instead. He told me to take my bicycle, but I didn't. I just grabbed the phone and power bank and left on foot. Typical teenage thinking. I believed I knew better and decided to take a shortcut through a quiet lane I was familiar with. Most of the houses there were locked, and the streetlights were either flickering or completely out.
Great.
The moment I entered that lane, something felt wrong. The silence was too heavy, the darkness too thick. I felt a chill run down my spine. Suddenly, I got scared. Really scared. I started running with the phone and power bank in hand, just wanting to get out of there. I could see the end of the lane and my dad's friend waiting there. But just when I thought I was safe, something grabbed my leg. I fell hard on the road, scraping both knees. At first, I thought I had tripped. But when I tried to get up, I couldn't. The grip was still there. Tight, cold, invisible. There was nothing around me. No rope, no object, no one. Just that unseen hand holding me down. I panicked and pushed myself, trying to crawl. Then I heard someone call my name. It was my dad's friend running towards me. As he reached me, the grip vanished. He helped me up and brought me home. My knees were bleeding and I was shaken. I told my parents, but they brushed it off, said I must have imagined it out of fear. That night, I couldn't sleep. My legs were aching. But finally, I slept and time passed. I made some new friends, and one day in a random conversation I learned something chilling. The history of the very area that I used to live in. The lane I ran through that night. It wasn't just old, it was known for something darker. And this is when it goes into part 2 here.
What a cliffhanger for
Yeah.
part 1.
Everybody was like roasting him in the comments, like, you better
And,
fucking
like,
post."
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
More, please.
Roasting
Like,
the OP.
hello.
Mm-hmm. Part 2. and they titled this Murdered in Life, Haunting in Dreams. Most of the houses on that lane were very old. Many were kept locked, some due to family disputes, others because their owners had passed away. The ones who were still alive didn't live there anymore. They had rented their homes out and moved elsewhere. So the number of people actually living on that lane was very low. Excuse me. Kids would play there during the daytime, and that street became a shortcut for many. But there was one house, huge, 3 stories tall, that stood out from all the rest. I still remember its strange aura. The paint had peeled off long ago, its windows were shattered, and everything inside seemed rusted and covered in thick layers of dust. Pigeons had made nests inside, and cobwebs hung like curtains in every corner. That house had been closed for over 7 years. A wealthy transgender woman had once lived there. According to the neighbors and the local shopkeeper, she was kind to everyone, even though society treated her with cruelty and hate. One night, her 2 servants, a man and a woman, murdered her by smothering her with a pillow, all for her wealth. After killing her, they buried her body inside the house, covering the hole with cement. Everything was carefully planned. They told everyone that the lady had gone abroad on vacation. For a few months, no one suspected anything. But one day, some of her friends came from another state looking for her. They asked around, confused by the servant's story. By then, the servants had vanished. Eventually, the neighbors called the police. After a brief investigation, officers broke the lock and entered the house. It was silent. All valuables were gone. Vaults were emptied, jewelry and money missing. Things looked like a robbery had taken place in that house. Her friends stayed in the house that night, but even with all the windows open, they felt an unbearable heaviness in the air, like something invisible pressing down on them. They told the police that something felt wrong with one of the floors. The next day, a search team brought in sniffer dogs, and after digging beneath a cemented patch, they found her body, still recognizable but decomposing. The entire neighborhood was filled with a stench so strong and horrific that no one who was there will ever forget it. After some time, the culprits were caught. Justice was served. Her friends and family performed rituals and locked the house again. But the house didn't stay quiet. Soon, people began seeing a dark figure on the rooftop. Those who saw it would fall sick days later. Others said they spotted someone standing at the broken windows. Nearby houses heard strange sounds, talking, objects falling, someone whispering at night. At first, people blamed birds or animals, but soon they realized this was different. It became terrifying when a child said she saw the lady standing outside her old home. Then another kid said the same. Each one who saw her ended up getting mysteriously sick afterward. Fear spread. People stopped walking past that house. The area began to empty out, house by house. They said it wasn't just one spirit, but many. Teenagers began using the house for dares, trying to prove how brave they were, but many who entered reported feeling like someone was choking them inside. Some even fell ill for weeks afterwards. For me, it was all deeply fascinating when I started living in that area. My mother didn't like my interest in creepy stuff, but I was a teenager, curious, reckless, and drawn to creepy stories. My school friends and I would talk about these things during lunch or in the middle of boring classes. A few months after I had fallen on that very lane, my friends were eager to explore the house. We had watched ghost hunting videos online and thought we could do the same. One Sunday afternoon, when the sun was high in the sky, the 4 of us went there. Sunlight means safety, we joked. My friend Sonu even brought his cricket bat for protection. As we walked down the lane, memories of that night came rushing back, but I stayed brave. We were all together this time. Once we crossed the front wall, I felt this heavy, cold sensation telling me not to go further. I asked to stay outside, and the others agreed. They entered through a broken window while I explored the front yard and garden. Then suddenly, I heard footsteps running on the first floor. One of my friends came rushing out, covered in spiderwebs, crying and cursing. He said the others had pranked him by running upstairs and leaving him alone. Soon, the other 2 came back. They claimed the house was just dark, even in broad daylight. No curtains on these broken windows, yet barely any light came through. It felt like the house was swallowing sunlight. We laughed it off, made some jokes, and left. But that night, the real horror began. All 4 of us had nightmares. Terrifying, vivid dreams filled with dead bodies, violence, and shadows. And then sickness came. Fevers, body aches, weakness. All of us fell ill at the same time. It was too much of a coincidence. Sonu later said that he dreamt of standing inside the house, holding his bat, unable to move. My mother told me that one night during my fever, I woke up crying, screaming, "Mommy, he came! He is here!" I kept dreaming of a tall woman standing silently in the middle of a river. I don't know why, but her presence felt cold and threatening. 2 weeks passed in fear and confusion. I didn't go to school. I had throat infections and no energy. One of my friends was taken to a spiritual healer by his parents, and after some rituals, his condition improved. My mother prayed for me every single day and eventually held a prayer at home. Slowly, the nightmares stopped. We all recovered, but we didn't talk to each other for a long time. Time passed, but I still don't like dreaming. I never went near that place again. In 2024, the entire colony was demolished. Someone bought it for a big project. I don't know the details as I live somewhere else now, but the memories remain.
Okay. Huh.
Getting sick after having an encounter is always like mind baffling to me.
Yeah.
Because I can't make the correlation in my head. I can't connect the two.
Mm-hmm.
Why that would cause that. And it, for some reason, that makes it feel more real.
Right. See, my thing is like, sure, getting nightmares after like you and your friends go hang out at a haunted place. Sure. All of them though? Like, and for what it sounded like, kind of similar subjects too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, is it impossible? No. Is it weird? Absolutely, it's weird. Mm-hmm. Like, you're telling me not one of those kids went to bed without that on their mind? Not one of them was like, oh, it's fine, I don't care. Because, like, as a person who did, like, investigate supposedly haunted places as a child with his friends, you guys are nodding in sequence, and it's really funny. You guys just going back and forth, just continuously nodding, and it's like the same time. And I was like, "Is this on purpose?"
So you remember when you nicknamed me the Buoy?
I do.
Okay, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah,
This chair rocks.
I just
literally it moves.
It rocks, dude.
Yeah.
But like, I remember because I would like I said, I've done that before, and I would do that. Mm-hmm. There's been times when I've snuck out with friends to go ghost hunt in the graveyard down the road from where I lived. I didn't have nightmares. Like, it's, like, I just don't feel like that's as common, so it makes it weird, you know what I mean?
I had nightmares after watching Insidious. Listen.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a good series.
Yeah, the end of that first movie was rough on my little brain for a while.
It was wild, right?
The part with the demon on the wall.
Yeah.
That part stuck with me for years.
Insidious is such an underrated franchise, I feel like.
It's so good.
Fantastic.
When Dalia had never seen it before we got together, I don't think, right? I think that was right.
No.
You hadn't?
No, I've seen Insidious.
Okay, yeah. Either way, we got together and when we got together, we binged like the whole series. We still have yet to see the newest one that came out.
I haven't either.
I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I really do want to see it because I love that series. It's so good.
Podcast movie night.
Yeah, movie night. I would love that. That'd be great. But yeah, it's just a weird story. Really, really tragic. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like, as murders are.
Yeah. I definitely don't think it was just like the woman. You know what I mean?
No,
I
sure.
think it was like a lot of the negativity and like the whole like the build up. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying like it wasn't just her. Like they've done this before, or because that feels like that was way too planned out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not what I meant.
I know,
I
but
meant,
that's
like-
my first thought. Okay,
Like
yeah,
all
yeah.
the bad stuff happening. And
No,
all
yeah,
the,
for sure.
Like feeling. I don't feel like that was just the woman who was murdered. You know, I feel like that is something built up over the years.
No, yeah, especially when you have a story like that, and then people start associating this one place with negativity and stuff like that. That also starts building like a trickle in a jar, almost, if you think of it that way. Like over the years, at some point, it's going to overflow and something's going to happen. The experience they had with like being grabbed and it holding on, that's I don't like it. I don't like that.
Yuck!
And the fact that it went away, like when the friend's father or whatever started approaching, it tells me, because my first thought was, could it have been like a branch, almost like a low-hanging branch or a root? No, if it went away like that, that's not what that was.
Right.
Like, yeah, but no, that's a creepy one. Very nice.
We ready for the photos?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So for my first photo,
Yes.
I have a stock photo of a dark house, or rather, I guess a staircase. OP said that no light shone through the windows despite it being daylight. I think he said
That's another-
sunshine or
Yeah,
something.
that's another creepy thing. Like, because I'm picturing it, and like, you know what an abandoned house looks like. You can see that in broad daylight. You can see like the sun filtering in. Heck, I'm also picturing like the house we moved from when we would go back when we had to or whatever. Going in there's like nothing left in there. Imagine going in there in broad daylight and it being pitch black. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
It's weird.
Nope.
I don't like it.
Nope, not at all. And, so, let me see. Okay, for my second photo, I had to do a longer search.
Sure.
Because everything I could find was AI generated, and
Of
I'm
course.
trying not to use those.
Fair.
This is another stock photo. This time, it is of a woman standing in what could be a river or some body of water, like in one of their dreams.
Okay.
If you remember that dream they were talking about.
Stock photos are our friends. I'll tell you what, what I use for like our for a lot of our like thumbnail clips, like when you pull up the podcast and you see the image that accompanies it, this is what I use that for. It's called Pexels, and you can get it as an app, Pexels. Bunch of free use stock photos, so you can just download and everything.
It's a lot easier to do that than potentially getting AI bullshit
No, for
in your
sure.
Google search constantly.
No, I'm very tired of AI.
So,
Been
yeah.
long tired, but yeah, yeah, very creepy images. Very creepy story. All right, and you said you only had the one. All right, then B, I believe that brings it to you.
I believe.
I believe it brings it to you.
So, I have maybe kind of sort of maybe hopecore.
Hopecore?
Kind of sort of maybe more like I don't know, inspirational TED Talk kind of, I don't know.
Sure.
It's going to be a good one.
Okay. Let's hear it. I am ready.
This come from Reddit, and the original question posed was, what realization changed you on a personal level?
Okay.
This was one of those. This is one of the responses that I really resonated with. OP goes on to say, everyone is the main character in their own eyes. You can't please everyone, and there will always be people who won't understand. So just be yourself. Be self-aware, though. Understand that you can lack perspective. If they aren't willing to put in the effort to change, you're just wasting time that you can be using to help people who need help and want to change. Understanding it's better to have friends that don't just shore up to your self-esteem, but help you become a better person. In the same light, understanding instead of just saying how great I am, I could be using that time to actually become better. Said by Carol Dweck in Mindset. No such thing as failure, just opportunities to learn. Appreciating the things I have instead of continuously comparing my life to others. Having perspective. I live better than kings from the past. I am part of the top 1% that has ever lived on this earth. Being grateful. Most adults are just winging it through life and aren't invulnerable. That reading is amazing. Books are full of someone's lifetime knowledge that I can gain in 10 hours. It's like shortcutting life and avoiding most of the bullshit, or at least being able to spot it. People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do what you do. Finding a purpose in life, said by Simon Sinek. Being nice is common courtesy, not something that will make a girl automatically want to date me. There is almost no difference between a friend and a significant other. Getting physical is the biggest difference that most people are concerned about, which leads to confused relationships, and eventually break up. So focus on getting to really know the difference before just tossing your heart out to every hot person you see. Have some standards and make sure you meet them first before you search for love. Everyone is obsessed with looking for the perfect person, but not becoming the perfect one. There are 5 levels of happiness. 1. Stuff. 2. Experiences. 3. Growth. 4. Giving. 5. Mindset. Until you reach the 3rd level, you will only have fleeting happiness that reaches for validation. Luck is involved, but you can choose what you make of your life, taking control of what you can, learning to empower myself and not worrying. Understanding if I can't change the situation, I shouldn't worry. If I can, I shouldn't worry. Worrying just puts you at an infinite loop of anxiety. You must love yourself first before you can really share that love with others. I cannot give what I do not have. Love, not narcissistically, but understanding you are worthy of love and accepting yourself for who you are. But don't be complacent. Keep pushing forward, focus on becoming better, always learning. My purpose, improve my life so that I may improve the lives of others, realizing some people just focus on the first part and forget about the last part.
Very nice.
I thought it was all great boom, 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 boom bits of information to share.
No, I agree. A lot of those are things that I try to implement as well. Like, as one should, I feel like. It took me a long time in my life, and I still struggle with it, with letting go of the things you can't change, or, like, not worrying as much about the things that you can't deal with.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really hard sometimes. Like, I feel like, Dalia, you may be able to attest to this if I'm right about this. I feel like I'm usually decently good under pressure until I'm not, and then I really crack, and I start freaking out. But I always try to stay calm as much as I can.
I like to think I'm similar. I like to think that I'm really good under pressure. But when I crack, I crack. I'm overstimulated. I'm overwhelmed. My brain is going a million miles. Get the fuck away from me.
No, I get it. Yeah.
It's hard.
No, yeah.
It's been difficult too for me to really. This is gonna sound like B's high thoughts, but I swear I'm not high right now.
No, go for it.
It's like I have to remind myself that other people are people. Yeah. If that makes sense.
No, I completely understand what you're saying.
Damn. You go home and I don't even know how to explain it.
You have a life.
You are a person. It makes it easier for me to be compassionate towards others, but I have a hard time reminding myself of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, also we're raised in such an individualistic society, which is a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever. I'm sure I have. I think we all deal with that as a teenager, especially, like during that time of our lives. But I think I'm very good with always considering all the possibilities, with trying to be like, oh, this is why they're doing that. This is why they probably feel that way.
I assume the worst. And that's been really difficult to fix.
No, yeah. It's hard to get away from that black and white thinking, especially when that's what you're used to, or that's what your brain defaults to.
Yeah.
But
because it's not always that simple.
No, absolutely not.
There's not always an easy answer.
In fact, I would say most things in life, especially about people, are not simple at all and never have been.
Multidimensional.
Yeah.
It's funny y'all say that. Are you ready for the picture?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So the picture that I brought today, the post reminded me a lot about this movie, and I cannot explain why.
Okay.
But this is a screen grab from the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Why did I know that's what it would be?
When they asked the computer what the meaning of life is, what the meaning of the universe is, and the computer responds 42.
Yeah. Okay. No, for some reason, I've never seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but when you started saying, like, talking about it, I was like, it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know why, but
I've never seen that
it's
movie.
always Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It is
feels
Hitchhiker's
like.
Guide to the Galaxy.
No, but yeah, that was nice. It's always good to have, like, perspective and, like,
Yeah.
take time to take a breath, for sure.
I think it really tied into the Thanksgiving theme that we were
You know
talking
what?
about
Yeah.
earlier. The thankful.
Yeah. You
Is that
find
on
yourself
purpose?
moving too fast. No, actually, fun fact, the story that I was going to read, I pulled it up on Reddit, and it was going to be a 2-part. I was going to read the main post and then a comment from the post.
Sure.
The main post is gone now.
Oh, no.
It was posted 5 days ago.
Oh, no.
Oh,
So,
dirty delete.
yeah.
Oh no.
Well, a moderator removed it. And there was nothing wrong with it. It was about rocks. It was a story about rocks.
See, this is why you gotta copy and paste into a different
Google
doc.
Docs.
I know.
Google Docs is my best.
Because then you get to the session, you're like, oh no, it's gone. And
Yeah.
then
Hey, but the good news is I had an extra one prepared for today
Which
anyway,
is-
so...
yeah, that's
Nice.
good.
Hey, everything happens
But no,
for
yeah.
a reason.
But yeah, thank you, B. And like,
Yeah.
speaking of Thanksgiving, what are we thankful for? Before we get to these outro card things, that is the only picture you had, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
What's one thing that you're thankful for?
I'm thankful for my husband.
Sure.
He healed me and loved me so hard that he put me back into my soft girl era, and I started liking the color pink again.
I love that.
He really, truly, deeply is. He's everything.
You stole mine. I was gonna say not your husband. I love my husband, and I'm thankful for my husband.
Brandon's, right?
Honey, you
Yeah,
don't gotta.
Brandon's.
Brandon.
Yeah.
You don't.
Brandon's girls.
I just want to make it clear. You don't have to say that if you
That's
have. Okay.
That's genuinely. Stop.
No.
That's
I just
genuinely
want to
what I
make
was
it
gonna
clear.
say.
I'm not like eyeing you right now, being like, you
See,
gotta say it now.
Why do you have to say that?
These men don't realize how much they do for us.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he.
so, I'm sorry to cut you off again.
No, you're fine.
But like, so I'm polyamorous, right?
Right.
And the other day, 2 of my partners sent me these cute ass, sappy ass messages about how I give them unconditional love and da 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 da. And I'm like, listen, you really can thank Brandon for that, because I was not, for a while, I don't think I was a really good person. And he really helped me a lot. A lot. I'm real grateful for that man.
Oh, is it my turn?
No.
Okay. Why are you looking at me
I
like
was
that?
so settling. I was gonna be like, damn it, she stole it again.
No, because I was waiting on you, and then you didn't say anything. I was like, oh, is it me? Is that okay?
Your turn.
No.
Your turn to be sappy, Brandon. Your
I put
turn.
on the spot. Damn it. No, he picked me up and put all the pieces together, and I wasn't. Not that I was a broken person, because I think that's an unhealthy way of thinking. But I found him, and suddenly everything made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Colors are a little brighter. Songs are a little sweeter.
You stealing his
Birds
vows
chirp
right
Not to
now?
quote my
louder.
wedding
Not
vows.
to
B.
quote Brandon's wedding vows.
Listen. It was so beautiful and so intimate, but damn it, I wish that we would have recorded your vows, because they were so beautiful.
were so
I went home to my
beautiful.
husband like, listen, let me tell you about the heartfelt shit I heard today.
He is very good with words, and he's very romantic, and he does not give himself credit for that.
I just don't see it that way. I'm maybe it's
You
'cause-
can't. You wear glasses. You don't have an opinion
That's
on what
fair.
you can see.
That's fair. I think it's really just from my perspective. I'm not trying to be good with words. I'm just speaking, and that sounds so cliche. And
But
that
that's
sounds,
why you're good with
That sounds so dumb. Not
Speaking
really,
from the heart.
not really dumb. Yeah, it's a whole speaking from the heart thing. Like, I'm legitimately just saying what comes to my mind. I'm not trying to think about being poetic. I'm not trying to think about, oh, this will make her smile the most. I am just lucky that the things I say, the way I feel makes her smile. And from, I guess from my perspective, I obviously can't speak for all the Brandons out there, but it's really just like, I'm just doing my best. Like, I don't think I'm the best partner in the world. I feel like I definitely have things I could be better at. However, I also believe that as long as I believe that, I will always be improving. And so
Yeah.
I'm fine with believing that.
I have that
If
mindset
that's-
about myself as well. Yeah.
I think it was actually Dalia. I think you're the one who told me before that a lot of people say that a relationship is like 50-50, and really
You always muck up this part.
I do always muck up this part. Do you want to finish it then? You're the one who told me about it.
Sure, yeah. So everybody says a
saying.
relationship is 50-50, but really it's 60-40 with both partners trying to be the 60. He always says 70-30.
Because I'm trying to be 70. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be bigger. I'm trying to be stronger. Gang. I'm trying to...
I look at it as 100 and 100.
You know what?
You both bring your full self to the table. We're gonna figure it out.
200%.
Mm-hmm. Your 100 today might be 10. That's cool. My 100 today is gonna be 190.
No, I agree with
you.
that completely.
That's cute.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I
100 and 100. Bring your best self forward. We'll figure it out.
Found him after I started respecting myself and having more standards and boundaries when it came to the people that I was, dating and talking to, and started getting okay, this isn't cool. This, my partner has to be like this, and then boom, literally less than a month later.
See, that's so beautiful. I met my husband on Tinder just trying to get some. I was still married at the time. My husband had just left me, kicked me out. I'm moved out. My mom's like, hey, baby, the best way to get over someone is under someone else. So I was
Damn.
like, all right, Mom, you got 3 baby daddies. Let me listen to your love advice. And sure enough, I met Brandon. And here I am, married, 3 kids, almost 9 years later.
Insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were living together after 2 weeks. Fast.
No, we literally took 2 weeks and we moved in together.
Yeah.
Shut
Yeah.
up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We moved in
Man.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
When you know, you know.
We said I love you on the first date.
Yep.
We were,
Yeah.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, yeah, and I think we've gotten too far away from it, but I do want to circle back to where you were you're you shouldn't say that you were broken, because that, obviously you shouldn't. You didn't need me. I'm just happy I got to be with you. I'm just lucky.
We still helped each other.
No, for sure. And we continue
Massively.
to help each other every day. That's how a relationship
And we grow
works.
together, and that's the beauty of our relationship. And this episode's really taken a
Yeah,
turn.
I'm sorry.
We're
It's Thanksgiving.
sappy.
We're being thankful. It's
We're
But
fine.
if it wasn't obvious, I'm also thankful for my wife. Not to make it sappy, but this woman has brought so much joy into my life and so much potential and possibility that I didn't know was possible until I met her. Especially like I said in my wedding vows, I was at a huge downfall in my life. I had just gotten out of it was a couple years after, but I had gotten out of the longest relationship I had ever been in my life. And in that relationship, I was made to feel so unloved and so worthless that it's like you said, it's color became vibrant. I have never been treated better than I have in this relationship, and I'm thankful for it every single day of my life.
I'm just a little gal.
You're my little gal.
Just a gal. Being a gal. that's all.
Little gal, where can they find us? We'll go ahead and...
Okay. Yeah, let's end it here. You can find us on Facebook, Blue Sky, but not Twitter because...
What's Twitter?
You can find us on Instagram, TikTok. You can stream us anywhere that podcasts are streamed, including Spotify, YouTube, you name it. Let's see. If you have any paranormal encounters or wholesome stories to tell, you can email us at TPIBOTE@outlook.com. That's TPIBOTE @outlook.com. If it is a paranormal encounter, please put in the subject line Dalia, no H. If it is a wholesome encounter, please put in the subject line B with 2 E's. Bzz. Bzz.
I will say, we do have another viewer story coming up that I know about.
Hey, you're not supposed to spoil that.
Sorry. That's all I'll say then. Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be a surprise for an episode in the future.
It's fine. It's fine. B will forget. It's okay.
B probably
B
will
will
forget.
forget.
Let's be honest. B's gonna forget.
I can tell the entire story right here that I actually don't know it yet, so it'll still be a surprise. I can tell the whole story right now and give it a couple weeks, and B will be like, ooh!
New story.
Probably.
But so will I, so it works out.
I got a goldfish brain.
Eventually, which is funny because eventually I want to make never mind. You know what? I'll save this till the afterthought. You guys will just have to be left hanging. I got ideas for ways for us to advertise the podcast, and so
Balls in the sun.
balls in
Hanging.
the sun. I do that every day. It's called therapy.
Okay, guys. Well, if you're still with us, this podcast was based on true events.